Welcome to the Friday Five. I am joined by Vicky Bindra, CEO of Trulioo. Yeah, thank you for joining us. We're just going to get into it. What problem does your company exist to make less painful, and for whom?
Well, we try and work with companies to try and ensure that people and businesses that choose to do work with are really the businesses that they say they are, and ensure they remain like that throughout the process of the transactions they do with the company. We work primarily with payment companies, with fintechs, with banks, and with other institutions.
What assumption about your market turned out to be wrong, and what forced you to confront it?
I think the assumption that turned out to be wrong was literally around agentic commerce. I thought that would become far more prevalent in 6 months, and we are sitting here in about 9 months' time and yet to take off. So that is the one that I felt became wrong in our assumptions. What forced us to confront it, not so much as that, is choosing us to reassess how we should think about the consumer, the merchant, and the process of actually buying, because figuring out a consumer's intent is not as simple as we thought it was. Figuring out the merchant's problem in terms of a bot versus real agent is not as simple as we thought it was. So we've redoubled our effort in those two areas to try and make sure we're in the next sort of wave of things when things will actually happen.
What trade-offs do buyers in your category still underestimate?
I think they still underestimate the trade-off of sort of legacy versus new, because it's always harder to integrate again, and therefore cost and time becomes relevant ways for them to think it's okay, like what will the difference be? And I think what they miss an opportunity is integrating all of their processes in a way that financial crime becomes something they're aware of, all the way from onboarding all the way till closure of account. And today it's just in silos, done inappropriately in a way that I think harms them rather than helps them.
What will matter more in your market over the next 12 to 18 months than most people are preparing for today?
I think despite all the conversation, people are not prepared for the amount of losses that are going to be incurred thanks to AI, thanks to agentic commerce, thanks to all the fraudsters and mules and gangs trying to figure out novel ways to attack consumers. I think people are still not fully aware of the full extent of the risk, but more importantly, what they should be doing right now to make it effective for their customers to really handle the situation.
What's a small hill you're willing to die on that most people think is trivial?
Yeah, listen, I get laughed at in my company, but to me, excellence is all in the small things. What do I mean by it? In our office, if the coffee is bad, I cry hell blue murder. If there's no mouthwash in the bathroom, I cry hell murder. And it's not because those are important things, but I feel like the spirit of excellence has to be everyday effort. It's not about the big things. If you carry on the small things, the spirit of excellence, you get to a good place anyway. So maybe that's the small help
Love it.
that I am.
Thank you so much.